Good family, right here, man. I wanted to go ahead and present my case. What's going on, Dr. Oya, my goddamn favorite person? What's good with you, Doc? Go ahead and get this in, man. I wasn't up for all that howling and screaming tonight, bro. Not tonight, bro. Not tonight. We ain't doing that. Man, everybody, shout out to Dr. Mayat, man. Make sure y'all like and support the channel. All right. Make sure y'all like the video, man. We gotta always have a space we can get away from the noise sometimes, yo. And everybody know, man, I love to get it in, yo. What I'm not gonna do, I'm not howling and screaming no more, man. Never want to look like that nigga Chief X. Never. Right? I don't need to get outside of myself, yo. Right? You know, I want to be in a space where everybody say what they gotta say. When it's my motherfucking turn, it's my motherfucking turn. Bobby banging this bitch, and it's my turn. All right? Everybody get to say how they want to say it, what they want to say. Gave everybody space. As soon as I open my mouth, there's a whole lot of wang. Yeah, because they know they get beat the fuck up. So listen, let's go get this shit lacking. Yeah, Doc, I'm waiting for me and you to do that show we supposed to be doing on your channel. I'm definitely holding back information, waiting on you. And we kind of threw it in a little bit, but yeah, I want to make sure, Doc, you also be part of this conference we're going to have in March. All right? Yeah, we doing it. It's going to be in March. It's going to be online, man. We're going to start selling tickets. We're going to start advertising. That's going to be in March, man. Y'all make sure y'all know that, man. We're going to go ahead and give you experts. We're going to have some experts in the building, too. We're working on that. And, yeah, excellent conversation on Africa. And get this whole Egyptian thing out the way. Gonna be playing with it. So actually tomorrow, I'm going live with Brother Chill. Chill gonna be on tomorrow, all right? Just back from his trip on Egypt, and we want to make sure he get it in, man. Make sure y'all subscribe, man. Like the video, man. All right? Yeah, we ain't going for like howling, screaming every day. Come on, man. I loves to get it in. Y'all know it. I love to get it all the way in. But the howling, screaming, man, nah, I'm a cool dude from where I'm from, yo, and I ain't howling and screaming. I can't do it, yo. Baby, do it, man. Let me wait till all 30 people get up in, man, so we go ahead and get this on, man. All right? Yeah, y'all know what it is, man. Yeah, Doc, man, appreciate you. Hit me up tomorrow, all right? But yeah, so we're going to get in real quick. Y'all see the title, man. Going in on the Foolery, first of all. Then why do Egyptian wear Nubian wigs? Sometimes the best explanation. Yeah, it's gonna be online, Doc. Yeah, I want you to do a 20-minute presentation. You want the experts. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. You be in there, yo, and you know how we do it. All right. Get your product sold, man. We're gonna promote this. All right, we're gonna get this going, man. I see you in the building. It's Cedric, Black African Power, man. Pseudo Killer Official. All right. All right, man. Let me drop the link, man. Let me get everybody in the building, man. Let's get this going, man. And get the nonsense out the way, man. That's how we gotta do it, yo. We don't need to plan with this shit, man. We don't gotta play, right? Nope. We don't gotta play. And it's definitely something I want to get off my chest. I'm gonna get that shit off my chest. Got people hit me up. Want me to do this. Why don't you debate this person, that person? I'm gonna show you why I ain't doing it. I see you, Rebel the Sounds. What's good? All right, we almost at our mark, 35, right? We're gonna get the cracking in here. Show me some love, man. Show me some love. I'm gonna get a regular time schedule, man. I was gonna present this little bit of information on the pseudo killers to kind of counter react the conversation they was having on there. What's good with you, man? Random thought. What it do, man? Sadiq, hey, what's up, man? So, but you know what I mean? I see you, Gullah. See you, Gullah. But yeah, I couldn't get it in. They was too high up on that. It was riding high, yo. You know how they was riding high, and it was, they deserve to get it in without me all the time, man, because I can be a motherfucker. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna chop you up. Shit gotta be real aggro. Let me, damn. Shoot, what am I doing here? What am I doing? What am I doing? All right. I'm just gonna put this video in another spot, man, and then I'm going in, and I'm gonna send out the link. And it's good. That's how we do it. Yeah, what we don't want to do is we do not want to be hollering, screaming over each other, yo. We ain't gonna do that no more, yo. No, I know I'm not. And I understand the energy and I understand the debate, but they already in their mode, and they deserve to have their space in their mode. Yeah, like Corey said, he ain't gonna let me come through and beat up all the shit he just lied about. No, he ain't said that way, but essentially that's what that was, though. Let me see. Ah, shit. Oh, man. Oh, man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Man, I get it. Shit. You know what I mean, yo? Sometimes, the light can be very, very great, yo. Can be blinded sometimes, man. Damn, let me put this in the server, man. All right. Man. All right. Okay. All right. One more second. Where the hell I put the link in? Oh, man. Let me see. I gotta shoot the link. All right. Right. So we gonna. All right. Got you, Gullah. Give me a sec. Wait right there. Don't go too far. Okay, so let me share my screen. All right. Think we got enough in the building, man. Get some clarity in here, man. Y'all not crazy and y'all not actually losing your mind, man. All right. Because what we have here is a failure to communicate. I can show you better than I can tell you. All right. Definitely show you better than I can tell you. So let's get the source I wanted to read. All right. The bros was a little bit too hyped up. You know what I mean? Like niggas don't cut me off. Shit. Come on, yo. When it's my turn, yo. I'm not letting nobody cut me off, yo. All right. Yeah, not these days anyway. I don't put too much work in, not debate or say what I want to say. Right. So I'm right here. All right. And the question is, why did they wear Nubian wigs? Right? We understand why they cut their hair off, because they was having lice problem. All right. We know that part. But we want to know why they wore Nubian wigs, because, as you will find out, they had other wigs they could have wore. So the whole explanation of they understood that the curly, whatever, man. It wasn't like they was even wearing real hair in the goddamn wigs. But let me just read this real quick. Let's see. Let's see what the sources say. All right. Now, in ancient Egypt society, hair was the embodiment of identity. Am I adding this in here? I'm just telling you what it was. You know what I'm saying? Just like today. There's especially in African culture, like hair, they be serious with the hair. African Americans be serious with the hair. let alone humans be serious with the hair. But man, in Africa, they be showing up jamming. And no, I'm not saying that's the only place where hair ain't dead serious. But y'all know how it is, man. You go from West Africa to East Africa, they be serious with the hair. All right? And nobody come here and say, yeah, but over here in the Blitz, they should. I mean, I'm talking about Africa right now. Okay? So here you go. But in ancient Egypt society, hair was the embodiment of identity. It could carry religious and esoteric significance and portray information about gender, age, and social status. Okay? It say during the New Kingdom, more elaborate hairstyles for men and women, incorporating curls and plaits, began to favor over the traditional simple hairstyles of the Old and Middle Kingdoms. Okay, here we go. Nubian wigs, which ancient Egyptians grew fond of during the Amarna period, were meant to mimic, watch this, mimic the short curly hair that Nubian tribes people wore. Here's a source on that. Woman in ancient Egypt, okay, Barbara Watson. All right, and Amarna crowns and wigs, unpublished pieces and statues, inlays, Petrie collection, University of London. Let's go back over here again, because we didn't hear anybody say that. All we heard was lice, and the emphasis was on lice, lice, lice. But I don't think the lice pushed them to wear wigs. I think the lice pushed them to cut their hair. But it says Nubian wigs, which ancient Egyptians grew fond of during the Amarna period, were meant to mimic the short curly hair that Nubian tribesmen wore. Egyptologists believe that Nubian wig was adopted by Queen Nefertiti after witnessing, watch this y'all, after witnessing the hairstyles being worn by the Nubians in the Pharaoh's army. Yeah, so we know the Magi, right, was the goddamn army. It was the army, it was the police, right, and they all over the place. And we can get into whether they Sub-Saharan African, depending on the geopolitical map you're using, it will change, right? People in Nubian, Sudan, they'll go from Sudan being North Africa, Northeast African, and sometimes they take it out. It's depending on how they want to play the game. So I don't know why anybody would debate that. But I think the emphasis here is that Queen Nefertiti, my fault, after witnessing the hairstyles worn by the Nubians, and they all say the Nubians are Sub-Saharan Africans, right? I hate the term, but let's play that game, right? In the Pharaoh's army, it say, though there has been discussion on what qualifies as a Nubian wig. Some arguing layered wigs known as duplex styles that include curls and plaits may also be Nubian wigs. How they say right? Still, many refer to this as a Nubian style and not a Nubian wig. Oh, so now they not only have, now they only wear Nubian wigs, they be having Nubian hairstyles. So I ain't tripping. So let's get this straight for the moment. The Egyptians, right? The nobility enjoyed wearing Nubian hairstyles and Nubian wigs. I'm just saying, but am I making this up? Well, maybe something else we missing. Let's see. In general, wigs in ancient Egypt were almost entirely confined to the elite due to their price. Paying top-notch dollar for that Nubian hair. Well, like y'all would say, that nigga hair, huh? Let me stop. They spending top-notch dollars to get the Nubian wigs. Top-notch dollars. Wearing the hairstyle, and I'm tripping though. Of course you don't want me to read this. Yeah, because I'm a boogeyman and gonna make something up. I'm not making anything up. This is right here. I don't have to add anything to this. Then you can get all into it. Like I say, it says even when wigs were made of inexpensive materials like plant and fiber, the sophisticated craftsmanship required to make wigs proved costly. Then we can go on. You can go right here. Here you go. Let me show you some of the wigs. It say one can see wigs in the form of relief in statues and paintings that are a prime factor in determining gender of figures in ancient Egyptian art, as royal women exclusively wear them. It is characterized by its short brushing appearance with rows of curls that frame the brow and the sides of the faces. It's a feature that requires the most attention is located on the neck. In Nubian wigs, the hair is cut to expose the nap of the neck, which distinguishes it from similar headdresses where the nap of the neck is not exposed. And the hair falls towards the shoulders. Royal men exclusively wear this alternative style and can be seen in left image titled Walk in the Garden. There you go. Let's look at it real quick. So now y'all know, right? Let me get it here. Here we go. It's a Nubian wig. Men wore Nubian wigs and women wore Nubian wigs, and they also wore Nubian hairstyles. Kind of makes you think a little bit, doesn't it? Now, I've always said this, and I've never changed my stance, that Egyptians are Africans. Been saying it from day one. Everybody that followed me on Blog Talk, that was the drums. Now academia are admitting that the Egyptians, Nubians are Africans now. It's not even up for debate, but it's slowly coming into the literature, just like anything else. So probably Wednesday, I'll do a detail on the scientific racism and the whole 9 yards. I'll give y'all a real good show. Maybe I'll do it on pseudo killers. Just depending, man. I don't want to be arguing sometimes. Sometimes, man, y'all got to hit us. This is a very simple explanation. It don't take a lot. Occam's razor, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes the most simplest explanation is the best. All that they knew about the curl of the hair and the daggone lights would stick to it. That's some scientific studies that we doing today, man. Like that's a complicated reason for why they wanted Nubian hairstyles and wigs. It actually doesn't even match up, but I'm gonna let them have that. Because I do understand how curly hair don't actually hold the lice as good. But I'm saying I'm not reading that nowhere in the Nubian wigs. And maybe it's some sources somewhere that I'm not familiar with. But I think somebody is doing a pseudo act where you take a truth here that has been backed with scientific evidence now. That's why they understand why we didn't have as many lice, right? That's a scientific study. And you place it in Egypt with some people that wore some Nubian wigs because of your disdain for Nubia. Would have to be that reason, right? Whatever reason would it be? I'm just trying to figure it out. You see how easy this was to do this? This all I wanted to do. I didn't want to do nothing else. Man, I gotta go to the real black atheist to make that damn point. Make no damn sense, man. Yeah, but yeah, at this point, let me see. Hold on now, get off that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, let me just go some examples of featuring Nubian wigs, man. Let me just show y'all, man. Everybody can see it. We just do it like this. All right, this is probably at the Brooklyn Museum. Oh, that's too big. That's too big. All right. All right. There you go. All right. So yeah, we don't gotta fight this, man. Like this is right here for us to see. Okay, techniques and composition, examples of work featuring Nubian wigs, all that. Where the hell is the lights and all that at? Yeah, but I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into all that. I'm just chilling right now. Just chilling right now, man. Big up to the Raven fans, man. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Now, I wanna answer the question, right? I would like to answer the question on why I'm not debating. Yeah, that's a good point, man. Good point. Yeah, I had it already in the chamber, yo, on the Beja, right? Because I'm feeling like niggas is disingenuous now, yo. See, that's all you gotta do, yo. So all you gotta do is prove to be disingenuous about a subject. Now I gotta pounce you out and bludgeon you now. So let's go to the Beja, right? If y'all want to hear, here's the Beja, right? So the conversation was Screaming X, right? We call him Screaming X, right? Screaming X, my man brought up the picture. Sekou talked about the Beja, and he said they was indigenous to North Africa, and he showed you pictures of the Beja, right? And replayed the pictures. We on the pseudo killers, they replayed the video and heard Chief X fumble the ball on the Beja people, and nobody said a damn thing. That's when I knew that they was on some bullshit at that point. Because let me show you why I know they was on some bullshit. Let's just read the Beja. We don't even got to do the pictures yet. We can just read because they not supposed to be indigenous to North Africa, right? Let's read it. The Beja people. And of course, Screaming X actually, he didn't read the parts. He omitted the daggone parts that talked about them being indigenous. But watch this. Are a nomadic tribal confederation, right? You know what a confederation is, different pocket groups, boom, right? Inhabiting an area from, look at this, southeastern Egypt through the Sudan and Eritrea. Simple as that. Southeastern Egypt. It's Egypt in the southeastern quadrant. That would be kind of like near the Red Sea and stuff, right? And I'll be telling people that y'all too Nile-centric. That's why anybody coming at me in this topic gonna get beat because you just study things on the Nile. You don't study the areas surrounding areas. And we will have some solid, super solid information in March for you, man. Make sure y'all do that, man. We're gonna have all the details for you in the week, man. We're gonna promote it real heavy. I wanna see who really fuck with me. Yeah, the ticket's gonna be about $25, man. Come support, man. All right. Come support, man. So it says the Beja, watch this, are descended from peoples who have inhabited the area since 4000 BC or earlier. Now, inhabited what area? These areas. Eritrea, Sudan, and Egypt. I'm gonna say this again. They descend from people who has inhabited these areas. Does it not say that? Okay. Although they mixed with Arabians, right, who settled in the region, right? In recent history, they have lived primarily in the Eastern Desert. We know where the Eastern Desert is. The Eastern Desert is part of the Sahara Desert that is located east of the Nile River. It spans 223 square kilometers northeast. It says Northeast Africa, and it's bordered by the Nile River to the west and the Red Sea and the Gulf Suez to the east. It extends through Egypt, Eritrea, and I ain't got to finish reading that. Nobody corrected that nigga. See, when we do the movies, we supposed to sit back and watch the movie. We supposed to be unbiased in our approach to giving the information. But now I see they trying to get me. I see you. You really, really think that I don't see you, but I see you. Time to do the conference. It's time to break out the serious scholars now, because they playing. They're allowing not even a still sophisticated. Get them. No way. So let's finish. Watch this. Let's see. Most of the Beja speak Arabic, while some speak the Cushite language of the Beja and the Semitic language of Tigray. It say in Eritrea and southeastern Sudan, many members of the Beja Amari grouping speak Tigray. It say originally Beja did not speak Arabic, however, right? The migration in the numbers of Arab tribes of Guyana, in Mudar, in Rabine, and many more of the areas the Beja inhabited contributed to the Arabization and Islamization. Okay, but we know that's not their original thing. Let's see. We're moving on. We're moving on. We want to see. Let's see the history of it. Because Sekou brought this example to show you that these people are indigenous in North Africa. Remember that. Let's not let them throw you. Let's stay on course. Let's see if Sekou was right. Let's see. Here you go. It says the Beja are traditionally Cushite-speaking pastoralist nomads. That means that their feet are not stuck in concrete. Seem like all brown people's feet are stuck and they cannot move, but them goddamn Romans can move. The goddamn Native Americans can walk from goddamn New York all the way to goddamn California. Trails, you know. But them goddamn Africans, they stuck. Them brown skin ones are stuck. The light skin ones can move freely, but the dark skin ones and the brown skin ones can't move into they're enslaved and captured by the lighter Africans. See the game they all play? Here we go. We putting in some work on their head. So they seen this source, they seen it, they let the dude misrepresent the source, right? And then they act like that shit slick to me. No, it's not. Correct them right there. Because history will say, hey, you know, Ankh just pulled that shit up. And it said none of the shit the chief Screaming X said. See? Then you start to go crazy to everybody. They were, well, why would they do that? Why would they go lice with the wigs and not tell them that it was a status symbol? Hairstyles, not just wigs. See, y'all don't even know about the Nubian hairstyles, right? Why would they just say that? And then why would they allow Screaming X to present a source and then let him misrepresent the source and then stop reading? Why would they do that? I don't know, but watch this. The Beja are traditionally Cushite-speaking pastoralist nomads, native to where, y'all? Native to Northeast Africa, formerly referred to as the Bleminese, right? The geographer Abu Nasar Mutahara el-Mutikdis wrote in the 10th century that the Beja were at the time Christians. Man, the Beja territories in the Eastern Desert were made of tributaries by the kingdom of Aksum. Some more of them there. Let me just stop. So there we go. We had the Beja. I don't even gotta show no pictures of the Beja. Beja be dog black, ranges like, I don't even gotta do that. But we do know that they're what, ladies and gentlemen? They're native to Northeast Africa. And by the way, where's Egypt located at, ladies and gentlemen? Is Egypt just located in North Africa? Let's see. Let's see where Egypt is located at. While we're doing it, we might as well get down all the way and get them out of there. Yeah, let's get them out the game. Get them out the game. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. North Northeast Africa. Let's see if Screaming X was even remotely right. No, I've always told you, I've always made, oh man, come on, yo. I've always made the point, right, that Egypt is in Northeast Africa and it borders the Mediterranean and the Red Sea. I've always said this, but we heard people for 2 years say they North African, they North Africans. No, they're Northeast Africans, no matter what a nigga say. I'm gonna look at a map. I study geography, and I'm not gonna allow geopolitical borders to change where some shit sit on a map. I'm not gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen. I understand what the geopolitical border is and how the shit can move. But I study geography, and Egypt is located right here. Let's do it. Boop. See, game's over with. See how quick that game is over with? Here you go. Y'all see that, right? That green, well, see? That's Northeast Africa, see? Sometimes they want to add that in, take it out, add it in. That light green, they want to add it in, take it out, add it out. That's how they do. They add it in and take it out on you. See, black people might lie, white people will lie, but that goddamn geography won't. It's right here for y'all. And I ain't making this up. I'm not adding them to it. I'm not doing none of that. See how easy that is? So Northeast Africa or Northeastern Africa or Northern East Africa, as it was known in the past, is geographical region term used to refer to the countries of Africa situated in and around the Red Sea. Is it situated in and around the Red Sea? Is Egypt and Sudan? Yes, it is. Okay, the region is immediately between North Africa and East Africa. Stop calling them North Africans. They're Northeastern Africans. And the reason they don't call them Northeastern Africans, because they know you got to fuck around with all this, Eritrea, Ethiopia, and all that. And they know that Afro-Asiatic language that them quote unquote Egyptians speak come from right down here, ladies and gentlemen, right down here. And those people migrated to the Nile. Neolithic people, they know that. We know that. The experts know that. We all know that. That's why they gave up. They said, hell, they're indigenous Africans. All that extra shit everybody doing, that's not what experts say. You're letting the layman control your thoughts. I'm telling you, read your sources. Here you go. The region is intermediate between North Africa and East Africa, and mainly encompasses the Horn of Africa, Ethiopia, Eritrea, Somalia, Djibouti, and I said it right, and the Sudans. And look, they want to do this, and as well as Egypt. They're gonna throw that, and they scared to say it. They scared to say it as well. They're gonna say as well as Egypt for all y'all Negro opinions is playing. Stop playing, yo. Stop it. Everybody stop playing, man. Why everybody playing with me, man? Y'all trying to get a nigga upset. Not gonna get me no more. And no, I'm not saying the Egyptians are black. Why am I not saying the Egyptians are black? Because we're having a geographical conversation. We're having an anthropology conversation. And in anthropology, race is a social construct. We're not having a conversation at the bar with the homeboys talking shit and drinking and doing an eyeball test and seeing that them people is darker or browner and they must be black. We're not doing that. We're having the high level of conversation. When we're talking anthropology, then we're actually talking about biology. Now, if you think because I just said biology that anthropology just deals with biology, then you on some bullshit. Because anthropology deals with what? Tools that you use to study cultures. And they don't use race, because race is a social construct constructed by human beings, primarily during the European period, when Europeans start to come through. This is after Rome, after Greece, after Rome, after Egypt. Now, that's not to say, and I'm never not saying that human beings can't look at a bull and see that it has black spots, a female and see that she's light skinned, a homeboy and see that he's dark skinned. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying when they look at a dark-skinned person, light-skinned person, or in-between person, they don't have the same mindset that was constructed in later years. It's an anachronism to say that when they seen a light-skinned person, that they thought that they was the devil. Or that when they seen a dark-skinned person, that they felt like they should be a slave. That's an anachronism placed on your mind. Stop placing that which is on your mind on ancient peoples. People, places, and things. Who, what, when, where, and why. This is how we do the intelligent conversation. And I ain't got to hear all that noise because I ain't making nothing up. Real easy, right to the point. But let's finish this. Sometimes it borders and stretches to either to include Kenya, like the NFD region, right? Or Eastern Chad and Libya. Well, there you have it. There you have it. See? You don't never want to talk about Egypt in terms of Northeast Africa. Because if you just say it's North Africa, you can lose us in the shuffle. But go ahead and couple it with this, and then you see how people move back and forth, and we know they moved, right? Because there's cultural nuances that you find in North Africa. Watch this statement, y'all. I'm gonna make the statement, and I can back this up. I'm gonna tell you right now, right? The herding culture, the bull cult that you find in North Africa is an old Nubian culture. Now, maybe you think they threw the goddamn bulls up there, or maybe through osmosis, they closed their eyes and made them go there, or maybe they do what humans do. They walked up there and they transmit a culture. And I know there's an electric fence somewhere that stops all brown people. I know people keep talking about the borders this and borders that. I'm gonna make another statement. Those modern borders that you see today wasn't there in ancient times, no matter what y'all niggas say. And I got it. Make sure y'all be there in March, yo. I'm gonna show you how ancient people looked at borders. Bad enough in the United States, they can't even handle the Mexican border. And they got fences, and they got drones, and they got planes, and they got cars, and they got guns, and they got checkpoints, and they can't even fucking control it. Imagine being at 3,000, 4,000, 2,000 BCE. Y'all act like it was 20 million people in Egypt. Man, you got a population of 20 million people on planet Earth during this time period. I just want y'all to know, this is how we get down. Watch how we get down. Watch how we bludgeon them. And I threaten them, and I say, man, don't do it. Don't put yourself on the other side of history. I said, you're going to do the same thing that Sub-Saharan Africa said he did. He stood up at 125th, and this is what he said. He made a declaration. He said, I agree with Buzz Lightyear, AKA the young pseudo. I say, how much? 90%. I say, well, what parts of that do you agree with? And he stammered and stammered and cracked the platypus joke. We just witnessed that today. We agree with Screaming X. I say, don't do it. And I actually tricked him. I really tricked them. I said, I dare y'all do this show. I double D, triple D, and they did it anyway. I said, Jesus Christ, don't do it. Now y'all got a clear barometer, right, of history now. When this conversation comes back again, history will remember who stayed solid and who flinched. The same way y'all look back at Sub-Saharan Africa, y'all be like, that was a dumbass play. Why did he say he agreed with a nigga like that? See? Should have just been unbiased and said, Screaming X made his point, he was right. Say Cool made a point right, he was right. This is where they both was wrong. That's how they should have measured that. I called that conversation pseudo-judo because the whole time they was arguing over race. When scientific conferences were put together to study the populations that was people in the Nile, they disqualified anybody that used race. And that's why they disqualified Diop's and them on that particular note, just for the record. So for the last two years, you have never heard me say the Egyptians was black. I said what I said when I left the goddamn court, right? When I got up out of there, yo, I said they was Africans. Because I read the Cairo Symposium. And I read the Wikipedia article, they say they was Africans, right? The Brooklyn Museum said they're not only Africans, they're not the light-skinned dudes. They say just that, they're not the light-skinned people in the Near East, like people keep pushing, like now they go overthrow the Brooklyn Museum. They say they're the homegrown indigenous Africans. Yeah, they said that. Mm, 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 mm. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Your nose is as long as Pinocchio. Stop it. So now we see that Egypt was actually comfortably fitting within where Northeast Africa, not just North Africa. And by the way, the Sahara, in case y'all didn't know, the word Sahara means desert. Okay, so yes, North Africa, the green Sahara, that's part of the green, because it ain't no damn Sahara. So they're talking about all this area right here was green. All of it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I know I'm writing a book on it. Okay, so yeah, so we real easy, real smooth right here. We right where we need to be. Now let's dispel this myth right here. Here's the crooked line. I call it the crooked line that makes the Sub-Saharan Africa, which is a racist term that people want to use. See, migrations of human beings do not work like the crooked lines. This is, watch this, watch this, watch how we do this, ladies and gentlemen. This is a crooked line and it's going through people. This is a crooked line and it's going through people. So on Monday, you was African in Africa. On Tuesday, you was a Sub-Saharan African. Your grandmother lives 100 or 200 miles here. Your aunt lives 100 miles here. And on Tuesday, y'all was two different people. On Tuesday, she was North African. And on Monday, you were Sub-Saharan African. Everybody knock it off. Let's read. Let's see. Did I just make this up? Sub-Saharan Africa is a geographically the area of the continent of Africa that lies south of the Sahara. Well, there's time periods where there wasn't no Sahara, where people range from 1, 2, 3, 4, and they mixed in this area here. You'll hear Gullah Geechee and Ngozi talk about that. So all that indigenous and North African shit was definitely had people in this west area in the Sahara, and this what they call them the Sahara mixing in that, and people from here, they all came in this area and mixed together, which shouldn't be a problem because hell, they was more African than the African American. They in Africa. How long do you got to be in Africa? Crazy. In addition to the African countries and territories that are situated fully in that specified region, the term also include polities that only have part of their territory located in that region. How? Crazy. Crazy. Per the definition of the United Nations, the UN, while the UN Geoscheme, am I saying our Geoscheme for Africa, excludes, this excludes the Northern Sudan. Am I tripping? Poof. It's not in the Sub-Saharan Africa. Poof. It's in North Africa. Somebody let that nigga know that the Sudan got nappy-head people. So according to that, the nappy-head tribes we was looking for is in the Sudan. Nigga, shut the fuck up. We don't want to holler and scream. Let that nigga know that Brother Ankh said that Sudan and all they tribes right? It's the nappy-head people in North Africa, because that's what that say. Poof, bitch ass nigga, poof. And let all them niggas know to supporting that. That's some bullshit. Okay, so now we back on schedule. See how easy it is? We're not making up anything. We're not using race. We're not doing any of that. Come on, man, get off that. We're just not doing any of that. What we're doing is we're actually having fun. Okay, so excludes Northern Sudan from its definition of Sub-Saharan Africa. The African Union's regional definition includes it while instead excludes Mauritania. Mauritania. The term serves as a grouping counterpart to North Africa, which is instead grouped with the definition of the MENA, Middle East and North Africa. Middle East, North Africa. It is part of the Arab world, and most North African states are likewise members of the Arab League. However, while they are also member states of the Arab League, the Qumrans and what Djibouti and Somalians and Mauritanians and sometimes Sudan are all geographically considered as part of Sub-Saharan Africa. Yeah, they just moving back and forth, man. Since probably 3,000 BCE, the Sahara and the Sub-Saharan region of Africa have been separated by extremely harsh climate of separately populated, and sparsely populated Sahara, forming an effective barrier that is, interrupted only by the Nile in Sudan. The navigation of the Nile was blocked by the Sud, the river, and the river's cataracts. Man, okay. There's also an evident genetic divide between North Africa and Sub-Saharan Africa and Sub-Saharan African that date back to Neolithic, and the Saharan pump theory explains how flora and fauna, including Homo sapiens, left Africa and separated Eurasia and beyond. Yeah, we're gonna deal with this right here. Look, we're gonna deal with this right here. I want y'all to put a pin in that right there, all right? Put a pin in that shit. We're gonna let that chill for a minute. Right? We're gonna make sure we take care of that at the conference. I ain't figured out what we're gonna name the conference. We're gonna take care of that at the conference, though. All right. They're gonna take care of that. Make sure y'all hold me to that. Matter of fact, let me take a picture of that to make sure that that's what we do. Come on now. Take a picture of that to make sure I take care of that right there. All right. Come on. We're gonna make sure we take care of that, yo. We're gonna, all right. Got it. God damn it. Hold on. And then for the record, they don't even got no source right there at all. They ain't even source up right there. So that's a person writing, and they generally just put that in there, right? And so they may be going off of something that they read, however they do it, but they ain't sourced that. That don't mean it's wrong, but I'm gonna see if I can bring some strong information to say, nah, that actually wasn't a barrier at all. Let me see, do I got some source? What y'all think? Put some money on that. So yeah. What I do really want to do, I really want to do this part right here. So y'all see the video, right? I'm letting dudes know right now. Stop fucking asking me to debate Screaming X. The nigga ain't on my motherfucking level with none of that shit. Right? I've attempted to have conversations with him, and it always end up bad. Okay? That was prior to this nigga acting like he coming somewhere. Right? Prior to that, clownery and buffoonery, I'm in a land of yo, I'm nigga. So I'm letting any of y'all know play the game about you in Atlanta. You really telling the police when you do that. Yo, come see me now. You really telling the police when you do that. Yeah, I'm saying, don't expect to have an intelligent conversation with me after that. I'm not a bitch ass nigga. I'm not a yo-yo. Don't play with me. I might take you serious. I'm gonna say this again. You plan on having a discussion with me. Don't threaten me with I'm in your town. And didn't expect to hop on and have a good conversation. That's the Sarnetta shit. That ain't me. That ain't how I do it. Wasn't raised like that. There's a line we don't cross. The nigga put both feet over there. We don't gotta play like that. I ain't doing it, ain't never did it, ain't planning on doing it. But prior to that, I pulled the nigga card, put a pen right there. I pulled the nigga card, right? Give me that $300 you promised him, nigga. I'm gonna take your money. Let's have a debate. We set it up and Screaming X didn't show. So don't none of y'all niggas ever ask me again why. Y'all niggas know why. Why? Because the niggas stood me up. That's why. And then months later, the nigga got super slick and act like he was in the town. So if you ask me why I ain't debating this nigga, I'm gonna cuss you out. Don't even worry about it. Even if you don't even know, you get cussed out and ask me, why did I do that? So let me give you visual proof on what happened, on why I ain't doing it, right? Prior to the nigga act like he was in my town. So now we know. Let's just get it all out the way. Don't ask me no more. I ain't fucking with the nigga. I ain't Sarnetta where we make up to break up. I ain't that nigga. One born that way, one raised, can't do it, ain't gonna do it. All right? Let the video evidence speak for itself.
On the screen. Do you see that?
No, I don't see it.
I didn't see it at first, and now I'm staring at it, and I think I do see something.
Oh, and your background.
Yeah.
It's probably your corona alert making sure you all right.
Nah, man, serious. I'm looking around like, yo, do I got my windows open? Niggas has got a beam on me or something like that.
Oh, man, you gone. Yo, you crazy, yo.
I don't know what the fuck going on.
Knock it off, yo.
But no, it is something red. I'm looking at it. Like, it's something red that I do see it. Everybody don't see it.
Man, you're straight crazy, yo.
My screen is fucking flashing on something. But anyway, what's going on with you and Chief X? Chief X gets up in here. Let me finish. Chief X gets up in here. He come up in here and he sell a lot of whoop tickets. He talk crazy. And so all the whoop tickets he talk, you calls him up on it. You calls him out. After he done called out anybody. If anybody want this smoke, call in. I'm here. We can do it. And so we did what he asked. You called me. I called him. We've been on a three-way. You called them out. And the nigga just, we were supposed to do it 2 Sundays ago. And the nigga act like he, was nowhere to be found. I called him up. He don't even answer the phone. So he's ducking now. He is a coward. He talk a lot of shit. And now when somebody calls him and want to call his hand, he runs. What's going on with that, huh?
So I was leading up to that point. I didn't want to get a nut too much shine right off the bat, right? Here's the reality situation, man. We build research teams around here. And everybody should know by now that we are built to have the intellectual conversation. Or you arrogant, it's not that. It's that the tools we're using are undefeated. Science is undefeated. Maybe one day Alchemy will learn. If you want to defeat me, use science. So, Chief X, woofy, woof, 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 woof. I'm putting out a bulletin on the Raw Squad. You know what I'm saying? You know that's my baby. You know what I'm saying? You know what the Raw Squad represent for the community. And I put that little voice he got, going ready to debate me, and I'm gonna put up $300. So listen, he's gonna put up $300, right? For a person that will debate him. First of all, Negro Pen, I don't need your little crummy $300. I'll do that for free in the middle of the street in Harlem, across the street, you know what I'm saying, from the theater, for free, with the mic. You know how we get down, right? And beat them up. But since you called out the teams, right, the families, I say, yo, let me step up. Now, the family ain't gonna step up to that because it's a bunch of nonsense. And he ain't got no grounds. But me,
You know what I'm saying? I debate anybody. Ain't that 80, blind, crippled, or crazy. I'm with the smoke. So we called him up. Then all of a sudden he forget what the topic was. When we called him up, you want to debate what? What's the topic? Nigga, that topic that you've been talking about, how the Egyptians ain't this, the Egyptians ain't that, all that. I said, any kind of way you want to shape it and form it, let's get it in. Well, you know, I'm doing my thing Friday and Saturday. I got my little bending I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But Sunday, I'm going to be there. Okay, brother, I'm waiting. Come Sunday, he disappeared. You put up the title like we was going to go in on, which we didn't. We didn't even do it. From that point, he's been making videos, Negro Pen, where you add, the conversation is clear. The community want to know who the Egyptians are. They don't want to hear you backing out the conversation. They don't want to hear your little 2-minute video talking trash. They want to know. I'm here today to let y'all niggas know, right, that the Egyptians are African. That as a matter of fact, the Egyptians, right, have more genetic ties to African than the average African American. Oh, what I'm just saying, I just said that the Egyptians, they created one of the greatest civilizations in Africa, are more African than the African Americans. And anybody want to step up for that, I'm gonna beat them in their head. So Africa is a very, very diverse place. We refuse to allow racism to mandate or dictate what African is and what African is not. Look, man, the verdict is in, bro. The DNA markers are in. We know the whole up. We understand when mutations occur. And I'll say this for you, Shawnette.
I'm gonna stop that right there, yo. Right? So I'm telling y'all, I'm saying it, yo. From this point forward, don't ask me to debate Screaming X. Now he'll make about 10 more videos, nigga, but we all know the nigga tapped the fuck out. And y'all all acting like he didn't. I'm telling you, he tapped out. Nigga, don't stand me up, nigga. I'm far too motherfucking smooth for that. Don't say we're gonna do something. I'm a man of my word, nigga. I was there. The nigga didn't show. So what the fuck I supposed to do? The nigga don't show. Then he start making videos like a bitch he is, Screaming X. Makes videos, all that. Nigga, where you at? Now he think y'all forgot. Now he making another round of videos. Ain't nobody want to step up. They ain't watch my video. Nigga, fuck you in your video. So there y'all have it. Now y'all got the thorough explanation. Don't ask me. If you ask me to debate, that go for the pseudo killers and everybody motherfucking ass else. Ask me and I'm gonna cuss your motherfucking ass out. Y'all know what it is. Y'all seen the video, the nigga didn't show up. Simple. He stood me up. And if you think I'm gonna let a clown stand me up, what? Y'all got me fucked up. Y'all don't know Bobby motherfucking West. Y'all think I'm in the clouds somewhere. Stand me up. Psh. Let me drop this link, man. See what's on y'all mind, man. There you go, yo. We didn't put everything in real perspective now. We got it all straight. Must I recap? Must we talk about the Beja? Must we talk about the Nubian Wigs? Must we talk about the Nabi Head tribe in North America again? I mean, my fault in Egypt? Must we? My fault in North Africa? Must we? Thought not. Game over with. Checkmate. Where we from? Checkmate. Now let me throw the thing in here real quick. Boy, I tell you, boy, what tangle where we practice to see, boy. Everybody thinking Ankh don't want to debate and he running. What? That nigga, get out of here with that. Fuck I look like. Bait no clown after nigga stood me up. Then came in my town and talked crazy. Trying to get both of us in prison. Come on, man. This ain't no game for me, man. Do this because I fuck with the people, yo. Come on now. Boy, I tell you, where we living, yo. Tired of all that. Drop the link, man. Everybody wanna come on? Come on now, hit that link. Wait. Hit that link. Show you how I get down. Do no bluffing, y'all. Nope. Not no bluffer. Nope. Bet promise you. No bluffing, y'all. Nope. Ain't doing no way y'all. What the hell? Man, we y'all hit the damn link, man. Stop playing, man. Hit the link, man. What y'all doing, man? How is Reggie? How? Make me understand that, yo. Boy, I tell you, niggas. I'ma chill, yo. Hit the link, man. If I get off this motherfucker, yo. Oh shit. Come on, man. Hit the link, man. What's up, Brendan? I don't know what Reggie doing. I don't know. I don't know. I ain't get no wrong link. Oh, did it? Let's see. No, that's the right link, man. Come on, yo. That ain't the wrong link, man. Damn, did it? Let me see. If I got the right link. All right. All right, the wrong link. All right, maybe it's the right link. Let's see. That's the right link. Smash Rockwell's, man. Jump on through, man. All right, that should be the right link. Come on, man. We are up there, man. Where y'all at?
Peace, Bobby Banger.
It's good, man. You know how we do around here. We do it real good, man.
I appreciate you doing this show. Smash, don't beat them up. This subject has been over, but we got a firm commitment. The man said they Caucasian, so now we got a firm commitment from Chief X, from Chef, and from Corey, because they've been ducking. They never wanted to stand on what they thought the Egyptians was. So now we have them all the way out there, and the conversation is all the way over. Smash beat them up right on Sarnetta's show. How come they didn't play that part?
I mean, you know, we all got choices, yo. I choose to win, yo. We all got choices, yo. And we all make our choices, yo. So I choose to be on the right side of history, yo. Simple as that, yo. I choose to be on the right side of the experts. Don't know experts say they Caucasians. And there's a reason why, yo. Here, let's just get it out the way, yo. It ain't even hard. Right? This ain't no stage joke. This ain't no half of, come on, man. It's not what we.
And since when does a wig have anything to do with lice? Cutting your hair, shaving your head have something to do with lice. So to make the jump to what you choose to do after that and linking that to the lice.
Oh, that was funny right there.
Anyway, right?
That was funny. Yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna work. That wasn't flying nowhere, bro.
The argument, when you came with it correctly, Northeastern Africa. I've been asking my brothers from the beginning of this argument, is Nipsey Hussle considered Black in our community? They refuse to answer. You know why? Because they would have to say yes. And they would have to admit that that Eritrean, that Northeast African, that I put as a Northeast African, what the Egyptians would have also looked like. Mind my words, also looked like. If we can consider him in our modern context, quote unquote, as Black, why can we dismiss that argument with regards to the Egyptian? Because we're not having the scientific discussion at that point. But you cannot look at that gentleman and not say that he doesn't resemble the people on the walls. You can't look at some of these Somalians and Ethiopians and say that they don't have features that we would consider people from Kemet. It would be disingenuous. And then we would classify these people today, quote unquote, as Black. So how can we now look at them in that context and completely dismiss them? I've said it from before. We don't share the same phenotypes and we don't all share the same genetics, but we're all Africans. Who gives me the exclusive right to determine that West Central Africans are what we can consider, quote unquote, Black? When these people in today's modern context do not exclude themselves from the discussion of Black. I put that I put several different YouTube posts in the Discord, but the disingenuousness of calling them Caucasians, the argument is over.
I mean, it never was an argument. No one, here, let me share my screen. That was just, you know, when people tried to act like he ain't mean it, but he tripled down. It's right here, right in front of our face. Look, this is what we're saying. You know, I'm teaching anthropology. Simple as that. The Caucasian race, also Caucasoid, or Yoid, or Europod, is look at this, look, it's an obsolete racial classification. So, hold on. He talked about that, remember? He said the concept of race is a what? Categorization of anatomically modern humans has an extensive history in Europe and the Americas. The contemporary word race itself is modern historically. It is used in the sense of nations, ethnic group during the 16th, 19th centuries. All right. So once again, he said it was a classification. He was right. But what he didn't tell you is he left out is an obsolete racial classification of human beings based on what? The now disproven theory of biological race. Simple as that. Now watch this. It goes on to say, right, the Caucasian race was historically regarded as the biological taxon, which depending on which of the historical races classifications was being used, usually included, watch this, ancient and modern populations for, watch this, all parts of Europe, Western Asia, Central Asia, South Asia, North Africa, and the Horn of Africa. All right, now I'm gonna stop right here. Look y'all in y'all face. Yo, what's really good? Right? So how we gonna let that slide? How we gonna let them say that when it's a discredited classification? See, I seek to be scientifically literate in all my approaches what I'm doing. I seek to use the experts. I don't want to put my opinion in this. That's why I'm not yelling and screaming people's opinion. Makes no sense. Smash put up a point about the Nubians being in the Levant. He read the text talking about that he was bringing them shit in the Levant. They in the damn Levant. Simple as that. Screaming yelled and scream about they ain't indigenous. That wasn't the point at all. The point was that they in the Levant. Right? And that's a long ass walk. And any women you see, you ain't gonna just walk by them. It's just natural. So I got plenty of homework on this. Okay. Now, Cedric, you might interchange the word black. I don't even play with that word right there because we're in an anthropological conversation. So I will never use that term. I will say what UNESCO said. UNESCO made 4 statements on race. And y'all probably didn't even know it, right? That Nazism was dealing with race, the Alpine race, the just race, and they clumped the Egyptians in there too. That's where you get the Mediterranean race from, all that shit. That's Nazi Germany. They fought World War II, right? They part of that was fighting against the scientific racism. Remember that? Well, how many of y'all knew that? He exterminated people based off of the false notion of race. And remember, the Germans were the superior race, blonde hair and blue eyes. They were superior race, the Alpine race. Remember that?
The Aryan race. And based on those classifications, Hitler himself wasn't an Aryan. He had brown hair, brown eyes, and he wasn't 6 foot tall.
So the point is, man, they had this whole thing that they were supporting the biological organism of race, and it was wrong. And the shit went right out the window when Jesse Owens lined up and they said pow, and he smoked the white boys. Then they knew they wasn't superior. But before that point, they had good weapons. They was beating everybody. When that gun said pow, and Jesse Owens wearing them Adidas ran circles around them in the Olympics, then he knew. Then he knew that they fucked up. But that whole war, part of that war was fought. The base of the war, right, was Hitler and the boys exacting their superiority. And their scientists, they had great scientists. They fucked that part up. So all that supporting niggas with that nonsense is nonsense to me. All that having conversations with dudes like that is nonsense to me. You're only as great as your enemies. That's definitely not one of my enemies. You're only as great as your last fight. Last fight I had was against the European in the debate on quote unquote vaccines. Before the pandemic, I was on their head. And I said, like I'm saying now, I said, it ain't a matter of if a pathogen is going to come through. It's a matter of when. Little did we know, the pathogen was in that room in December the 18th, 2019. When I was looking at them right in their face as they was trying to promote anti-vaccine doctrine to our community, I looked them in their face and I told them what it was. Same way I'm looking at everybody in their face right now. Look, man, I got him. can see it. It's clear. Anyway, man, I don't want to drag this out, man. You know, I'm gonna go ahead. Anybody want some closing words? I put the link in there, and I know the link working. Anybody want to add something to the conversation at this point, man? But
well, I'd like to ask a question, Ankh.
Go ahead.
How important in understanding the scientific definition of Caucasian and understanding that there is also a legal definition. Now, which one are we talking about here? What are we applying? Because in the Immigration Act of 1790, clearly in law, enacted in law, is a term free white persons, right? You're familiar with that, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, what I'm getting at is there is a definition, and the Moors brought it up. It is a definition to free white persons, and that definition is different from the Caucasoid race. And I was wondering if we are completely aware of that.
No, I'm just saying that that's an outdated term, and they don't use it in anthropology as regards to the Egyptians. No one would ever say that in academia. No one would say that in anthropology. So I don't know about the legal thing. No matter how you want to use it, they use it in the census, bro. James, airplane James, don't they?
Yeah.
Right, but that doesn't mean it's not a social construct. It's not a scientific thing. When you sign up for the census is not a scientific study at all. It's just people saying they this, they that, they that, they this. Simple.
Yeah. Yeah, and
it's not a scientific. It's
for
not
immigration and visas, yes, they do classify North Africans, the Levant. They do classify these areas as white, but it's a stretch to classify it as Caucasian or Caucasoid.
Yeah, but that's fine, yo. But it's whatever it is, bro. It's not science. So I don't have to argue that. Just like geography, bro. Geography is science, and Egypt is located near the goddamn Red Sea.
Yes,
it would make it comfortable in Northeast Africa.
Does that make it a Red Sea civilization?
Right, now we talking.
Yeah, I got you now.
They use the Red Sea as the access point to the Mediterranean. Their shipbuilding port was in the Levant, right? And they used the Red Sea to get to the Mediterranean. So now, are they a Mediterranean culture or a Red Sea culture?
I ain't doing it. I've been, I said it 100 times, yo.
But it seems to me, if I'm not mistaken on geography, the Red Sea coast might be a little bit longer than the Mediterranean coast. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think, it is. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm gonna close this out, man. I appreciate everybody coming through, right? I just wanted to get that off. We can't argue through shit all the time, man. We gotta make sure it's right, man. You know what I'm saying?
Easy work, Bobby, man. Easy work.
Well, I see you. The show is in the building, man. Let me shout everybody out, man. My Seal 23, man. Y'all know what it is, man. What's up, D? What's good? Six Finger. What it do? What it do? The show. That's my man right there. Make sure you like and subscribe, man. Immortal Truth, yo. What it do?
It was
wrong as hell, yo.
Ngozi and Chief X was over there going at it, though.
You say what?
I said Ngozi and Chief X was going at it over there.
Man, I don't know about that, man. I'm gonna act like I ain't see that.
It's on your channel.
Man, nah, man. If I was around, nigga wouldn't have hit that motherfucker.
Oh, Lord, you'd have hit a home run.
No, I would have hit no home run, nigga. I'm not, what I tell you, yo? I'm not doing that.
No, Chief X is drunk. You should have seen his drunk face.
Come on, man. Look, man, my life can't be around Chief X, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I need greater. I need a greater, like, you won't tie me and Chief X together. Say cool, debate them. That's it. That's good. There you have it. Y'all got y'all debate.
But he named more than 2 places. I thought he named more than 2 tribes.
Gave him a whole Sudan, yo. What more you want? How many tribes in Sudan? Let's look.
Word. Yeah, he lost that. But you know, I was trying to tell Chef before he kicked me off earlier that there was a thing
Who got
about
kicked off? You got kicked off?
yeah, they kicked off, man. They kicked me off because I was dropping it on Corey regarding the debate. I mean, the topic was the debate. So in the debate, Chief X was stretching about Brother Garfield and Jabari's debate, saying he used the words, they shared culture. He used the word, so, and then on the other breath, he says he's gonna kill her. So how are you gonna prove theft? That's what I'm asking. If you know they shared culture. You know?
Man,
Who's the thief? Who the thief?
listen, man, I got a lot of stuff to bring, but I ain't bringing it tonight. Look, man. Look, we out here, man. Appreciate everybody in the building, man. Make sure y'all like up the video, man. Appreciate all that. Appreciate all the damn support, man. Make sure y'all support the store, Abjuwear. All right. Yeah, get with me. ABDJUWEAR.com. All right, man. Appreciate you, Airplane James, coming through. Appreciate you, Cedric, man. And, you know, with this, man, appreciate all the supporters, man. Be looking out. Hope y'all support that conference we having, man. It's online. Hey, man, you know how we do it right here, man. Black African Power, man, and we out.
Black Power.
Oh, man. We go, man. Can't hear you, bro. Yo.
Hey, what up, brother?
What's good, bro? How you doing, man?
I'm chilling, man. I'm just trying to listen to the madness and hurry up and we can teach, brother. That's all, man.
You missed it. I was over here jamming. Yo, I couldn't, you know, come on, man. Come on, yo. Like, we know what the deal is, yo. We come on, man.
I want to ask Brother Apep that's in the audience. I can't see what he's saying, but I want Brother Apep to tell me people that look like Muhammad Ramadan, who's an Egyptian, what would he be classified as? And he knows who Muhammad Ramadan is, or the people of Luxor are looking at the Saudi people and their skin tone range. Muhammad Ramadan wouldn't be morphologically classified as Caucasoid, and he's not Nubian at all. His mother's a fair-skinned Egyptian woman from the north. His father's a darker-skinned Egyptian man from the south. So my question to Apep and any modern Egyptian, what would Brother Muhammad Ramadan be classified as? Because the morphology of Egypt was never homogeneous, and it's not even to this day. You can find Egyptian people who are Coptics with prognathism, protruding mandibulars, big-ass noses, and light brown skin. Could they be classified as the brown race, which is one of the earliest coins that people used for the Mediterranean race, the brown race? Because the world was mainly what they classified as black and brown, because your damn show ain't white. And if you were here in the civil rights time, they'll classify those brown people as black, even though you may not be classified as Nilotic or what they label as Nubian black. But you can't denounce a Nilotic presence that was indigenous to the Nile that's always been there. That's why modern Egyptians, or even the ancient Egyptians, were 15% Omotic-like, which shows the genetic signature of something coming from somewhere in the south. They are not explaining this, man, at all. The Egyptians are fully African, regardless of what they look like, you know. The mixing happened right there. The culture, the ethics, everything. You don't find Egyptian customs and culture outside of that portion of Africa. I'm talking about that the way they did things. You get what I'm saying? But go ahead. I'm just wanted to say that.
Man, I heard you went over there and beat that nigga up. I can't even believe niggas snuck on the panel, nigga. Can't believe niggas snuck on the panel. I don't know how he got on that motherfucker. How he got on there, but I ain't gonna speak to it. No, I appreciate that, man. I was going to get off here.
Okay, one more thing. I just want to say this to the audience before you split. Caucasoid and morphology, even though those terms are outdated, does not mean white. It doesn't mean white. And according to Soikiata, Shamaka Keta, that morphology developed in hot, dry climates independently, because there's a range even in that. So the Ethio-Somali look, Ibero-Marusian look, is indigenous to North Africa. That's all I want to say. It doesn't have nothing to do with skin. That's all I want to say.
Of course. I ain't ready for that conversation, goes he?
You're right. You're right,
Man.
brother. Well, peace and love, man. I hope you do it tomorrow, man. I can meet you.
All right, we good. I'm gonna call you tomorrow, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate all.